Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Ousmane Dembele, as the Barca superstar have reportedly rejected a massive 5-year contract worth 200 million euros from Saudi Arabia. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barca are aiming to speed up departures of these two La Masia talents. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Saudi Arabia making huge moves in the transfer market this summer, it appears that they are willing to try and sign just about any big-name player from Europe. Having already signed a number of superstars, it now appears that the oil-rich nation has set its sights on Barcelona winger Ousmane Dembele. Indeed, according to Foot Mercato, Saudi Arabian giants Al Nassr have made an attempt to sign Dembele and have made a mammoth contract offer for the 26-year-old winger. As per the report, Al Nassr have offered the Barcelona superstar an enormous contract worth €40 million per year for 5 seasons, during the total worth of the proposal to €200 million. On top of that, the Middle East outfit are ready to trigger the French winger's €50 million release clause to sign him from Barcelona as well. Despite the tempting proposal from Saudi giants, Dembele has swiftly rejected it. The 26-year-old winger's current contract with Barcelona expires next year, and he is already in negotiations to sign a new deal that will prolong his stay at the club. Indeed, Dembele has already communicated his desire to continue with Barcelona to manager Xavi Hernandez, while the same message has been conveyed to the club by his agent. The 26-year-old also acknowledged that there are talks ongoing over a new deal until 2027, saying it's going on very well. Barcelona wants me to renew until 2027. My agent will talk to them. I'm happy with the team. Also at home in Barca, we will see what happens. And even though negotiations might take some, it is certain that Dembele wants to stay put at Barcelona, and the rejection of a mammoth offer from Saudi Arabia is another sign of his desire and commitment towards the project. Of course, Ousmane Dembele have always been valued by Barca, especially by Xavi Hernandez since taking over the reins as manager 2021. We have seen a couple of, in fact, multiple times Xavi praising Ousmane Dembele about his quality, about his, his leader, like his leadership role in the team, and of course his skills. And there have been a lot of talk about a possible extension for Ousmane, but it has been complicated. Nothing has been straightforward, especially when we consider the constraints Barca have been going through, or the constraints Barca have been trying to deal with in their finances. Of course, it has not been easy for Laporta's board to put things right. Of course, it's not easy to put things right ever since Laporta came to the picture as president for his second spell. Ousmane Dembele has been that player that Xavi has been pressurizing the board to extend his contract, but we have seen that Barca have been facing difficulties. Yes, the player have acknowledged himself that talks are going well, and he hopefully wants to stay at Barca. He feels at home, especially under Xavi. To be honest, guys, I definitely think that Barca should be very careful. I've said this multiple times. In my own opinion, if they're giving Dembele a contract till 2027, it's still a risky something for me, honestly, because last season we saw him again out with an injury for 4 months. Every successful season, Dembele has injury. It's only that season when the Xavi came in and took over the reins, Dembele was injury-free for a long time. But honestly, it's really, really risky if Barca are going strongly to give him that very long-term contract. Because if you ask me my own opinion, I think they should not be in so much hurry to give such a long length of contract. I think they should just chill. If Dembele wants to stay, he will stay. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. In what has been a beautiful transfer window so far, Barcelona are now ramping up their efforts to finalize sales in order to fall back in line with financial fair play regulations. According to fresh report from Mundo Deportivo, the Catalans hope to be able to announce the departures of Nico Gonzalez and Alex Collado within the next few days. Nico has been heavily linked with Porto, and according to MD, Porto coach Sergio Conceição has asked the club's management to move things along and complete the deal ASAP to start integrating the player in pre-season. The agreement with Barca has supposedly taken longer than expected because an acceptable solution regarding the buyback clause for the 21-year-old La Masia midfielder has not been agreed upon yet, which the Catalans are currently working on. The Spanish outlet claims that the sale would be in range between 8 to 10 million euros, but some sources claim it may touch up to 15 million euros, which could be a very, very lucrative deal for Barca. In the case of Alex Collado, the agreement are all reportedly complete with Real Betis. However, it also depends on Betis being able to fall in line with FFP regulations because before they can sign and register the player, which means they may need to finalize some departures first. The 24-year-old winger will join the Andalusians on a free and will reportedly relinquish half his salary at Barca. The contract is reported to be 4 years with the option to extend for an additional year. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.